Hello, it's time for another video about features in Suno, and this one is a great one because one of my most popular videos I've done is about lyric replacement, and I received an email from Suno today saying that they've put a new user interface in. It's not even in the what's new area yet, so hopefully, if you haven't seen this, you'll start using it soon. So what I'm going to do is just jump into my library here. So if you don't know, this is a workspace we're in. And what I have is an old song, a version 2 song that I've been playing around with. It has some lyric problems. So I've gone in and edited the text here so that it says all the right things. But when you actually listen to it, these two bits here, um, it says she know instead of she knows, and it just fades off at the end of it's all flowing from her. So you cannot use this feature if you are using a version 2 system. So you'll see replace section is not available. But what I've done is I've created these remasters up here, and I'll just click on it.
Her skin shifts away from the bone, the hardest blow she's ever felt. Deep wounds see blood through the skin. She knows life ebbs and flows, but now it's all flowing with her.
So if you could hear there, it says no, and when it says flowing from her, it's just kind of a bit mushed. So if we come in here and go replace section, you'll see we have a new editor interface that's come up. And in here, you can see it's already selected the song down the bottom, and it shows what words it's covering in that moment. It's got our style in here, what we can exclude, and our edits. And you'll see up the top, I'm in replace section at the moment. We can also do extend from here. I've had a little trouble with getting that to work. Crop function works from in here, and we now have fade out, which is something a bunch of people have been waiting for. So when we were doing the replacing lyrics in the old segment, you had to have a certain amount of time available. It's now down to 3 seconds. So you can replace at least 3 seconds of audio. So what I'm going to do is if I drag it along here, you'll see the words highlight as I get to them. And I'm going to replace this whole bit here. So I've selected that area. Now, if we click on the cog here, you'll see you can keep the duration, you can turn it into an instrumental, or you can add a step to fine tune what lyrics are in there. Now I'm going to click on that, but I have already done this. So if I go generate replacement and confirm, because those are the no's is what I want to change, and I'll confirm and generate. And you'll see on that right hand side we get two generations. And what's going to happen is once that's up there, you can click on them and play them, and it'll play from the beginning of where it's generated the replacement and then play on through the rest of the song. So slightly different from the old UI where it would only play about 10 seconds or so.
The skin, she knows life ebbs and flows, but now it's all flowing from her.
So good, not quite what I'm looking for. I know what it used to sound like and I kind of want to hit in a similar space, so I'm going to try this one.
The skin, she knows life ebbs and flows.
Yeah, so that one definitely didn't work. So what I'm going to do is just cancel that. I'm going to untick that. I'm just going to generate the replacement this way. And the only reason I'm doing that is when I did that previously, it actually worked the way I wanted it to. But you can also untick the keep duration, which is another way to sort of adjust the experience you're getting there if you haven't tried doing this. This is realistically, if you make a song and you've made a mistake, if you make a song and you decide the way it's come out, it would sound better with different lyrics. any of those scenarios you can think of. Obviously, if you want to put an instrumental in the middle where it was saying something before.
The skin, she knows life ebbs and flows, but now it's all flown from her.
It's along the lines of what I was looking for. Try this
The
one.
skin, she knows life ebbs and flows, but now it's all flowing from her.
Okay, so I
The
think this is the one
skin,
I'm looking for. What I'm going to do is just make sure that hasn't jammed up over the top of the
deep
intro.
blood through the skin, she knows life ebbs and flows, but now it's all flown from her.
Okay, so I'm going to apply that. And now we have our song that's adjusted. And we can go and make other changes. The other part that we've got here is if we want to extend, you can come to the end of the song and say where you want to extend from. I'm not going to do that here because I actually had some difficulty for it actually generating something when I was trying to do this video before. But the bit that is interesting is when you get to the end here, if you hear me play, it kind of goes straight to an edit. So what I want to do is make it a fade out. And you'll see you can sort of do the fade out over a longer period of time, but I'm just going to make it nice and quick at the end, and I'll capture that. So that will have created the replacement full version of the song, and then we'll get after it a fade out version when we go back to our library. What I will just do is show you the crop option. So that says here, drag the edges of the selection and pick a span of time you want to keep. So this is really if you just want to cut off the beginning or the end of a song. And you can crop it, and then you can take that cropped version and go and do an extension. So you have all those capabilities. So that's editing with the new UI. And you'll see you get to control a few different versions here, and you can select some other things up the top. But if we close that, um, I can go back to the workspace I was working in here. Now, oh, that's interesting. It went and put it in my main workspace. So these are all the things we've been working with here. So these are the sections that we created, and you'll see that's the full song and that's the one with the fade out. So I'll just play the beginning of this one.
Her skin shifts away from the bone, the hardest blow she's ever felt. Deep wounds see blood through the skin. She knows life ebbs and flows, but now it's all flown from her. The cloud and rain mixed together.
So that's kind of what I was trying to get to. And if I play this one and go,
Her skin shifts away as all the ties to the world quickly become undone.
got that fade out. So that's both of those things working. I think that's a really impressive change they've made here. If you do want to do the extension, you still have the ability to extend using this user interface here. Based on my last experience, I'd recommend doing that, but have a go of the extension, see if it works for you there. But that's my view of how the update to the UI is. I'm really impressed by it. I like it, and I'm going to go and re-edit a whole lot of songs that I didn't quite end up being happy with before. So keep an eye out for more videos as they bring more features. Thanks, guys.